And as Governor Cuomo prepares for his fifth State of the State address, his approval rating is up. The Siena Research Institute just released new survey results today, and 60% of those polled say they have a favorable opinion of Andrew Cuomo. That's compared to 35% with an unfavorable opinion. And joining us live from Albany is Steve Greenburg with the Siena Research Institute. And Steve, 2 days in a row, always glad to have you with us. And new stuff today. This got to be pleasing to the governor, who's certainly been weathering some storms in terms of his favorability in the last few months.
Absolutely, Liz. I mean, it's up only a couple points from last month, but it's now the highest it's been since July, really before the campaign got engaged. And I think Andrew Cuomo is very happy that the campaign season is behind us, and now he's back in governance mode. We also saw...
Is that why? Let me just interrupt you there and say, do you think that's why that the numbers, even if it's just a small uptick, why they're up? Because he's once again being seen as a governor. I also wonder, too, if that very stirring eulogy of his father might have played a role in this, too.
It's certainly possible, but I think mainly it is the fact that the campaign is done. There's nobody sniping anymore. There's no more negative ads. And the governor gets to do now what he's been doing for the last few weeks, which is coming out with policy proposals. And generally, these are proposals that the public supports. And the public wants to see their governor, their mayor, their president, their elected officials working on the issues they care about. So they hear Governor Cuomo talking a lot about economic issues, education issues. Those are the issues that are most important. And in fact, what voters told Siena this month is that the top two priorities they want to see the governor work on in 2015 are jobs and education.
It's interesting that criminal justice finished kind of down in the pack, like in sixth place. What does that tell you?
Well, I think what it says is that voters really are focused on the issues that matter to them, their families, their neighbors, their communities most. And for most voters, that's not criminal justice issues. It's pocketbook issues. It's jobs. It's taxes. It's their kids' education. It's health care.
And just lastly, as he starts a new term, are these the kind, I'm guessing these aren't the numbers he would like to have going into it in terms of his favorability, but are they kind of traditionally what you see in a second-term governor?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think for a second-term governor, they're pretty good. Look, they're well below where they were 4 years ago when he was just starting out as the newly elected governor. But to have a nearly 2-to-1 favorable rating as you're starting your fifth year, that's pretty good.
All right, we'll take it then. We'll see where it takes us next, and I know you'll be along to tell us. Thank you very much, Steve Greenburg from Siena, for being with us today.
Thanks.
All righty. And